All right, Sean, we're going to go over some of the features on the VMI Summit conversion. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Same thing, the remote works the features just like the other vehicles. You push it twice. All right, so you notice some changes by chance?
I do. It looks a lot different than mine.
All right, let's talk about that. What's different?
Well, it looks like it's got some ventilation here.
Well, we put some perforations in the ramp. The reason we did that is for your chair going up, we'll take some of the debris off your wheels as you're going inside the vehicle. Let it fall through the ground so it doesn't fall in your vehicle.
Oh, that's
What else
nice.
do you notice difference?
It's a different color.
Different color, absolutely. Do you remember on your vehicle where the chain is?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say next. The chain was on the inside on the
Yeah,
line.
we moved the chain to the outside. You know why we did that is we had so many users tell us that their chairs were rubbing up on the chain, so we wanted to move it to the outside so it would kind of be out of sight, out of mind for the users.
That's a lot better.
Okay, the other thing we did is we put a nice increase on the height of the side rails on the vehicle.
I noticed the whole contraption is on the outside. On mine, everything's on the inside, and at one point I think I broke some of the screws on
the outside?
on the that piece because it was on the inside.
With your chair. Well, you won't do that now because it is on the outside. The other thing too is the ramp is 7 inches shorter. Okay, and that's a big benefit. The reason we did that is that way when it's up in the folded up position, you have complete access to the door handle. So if you do need to open the vehicle, you can manually open the door handle and push that ramp right out.
Now, because it's shorter, does it have any effect on the angle of the ramp?
Well, it did. It did have some effect. And what we did is because it's so short, if you notice when the vehicle was going down the power kneel position, notice how much longer that went than your vehicle?
Yes.
It's because we put a new power kneel on there that gets extra inches to get that vehicle down to a ramp angle that's optimal for someone in a manual chair to get up and in the vehicle.
Oh, that's good.
And because we did that, we actually put a different spring and shock on the vehicle, so it's meant to take all that withstanding to bring in that vehicle down on top of it.
That sounds great.
You want to try and get inside this once?
Yeah, let me try.
Let's try that.
Just gotta give it a second here.
No problem.
There we go.
Sean, I'm not going to lie, that looks pretty easy for you to get in.
That is easy.
I mean, obviously you having the special wheels helps, but there was a limited effort for you to have to get up that ramp.
This ramp actually seems easier than my current ramp.
Well, you know what the good thing about that is? It's going to be easier for me to sell you this van then.
That's right.
Good. All right, Sean, a couple features I didn't point out that I wanted to point out to you. If you notice down here on the end of the ramp, it's cut inwards.
Yeah.
And it's also makes the height goes down less. The reason we do that is for if you're in a tight spot, you're able to take your tire over and you'll be able to maneuver in a tighter spot than you would normally with a longer ramp that has the rail all the way to the top there.
Oh, that's really convenient because I know a lot of times people park a little too close.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. People shouldn't do that, but if they do, at least now you're not going to be stranded. You're going to be able to get out of the vehicle. So with the shorter ramp, that feature I was talking about earlier, when the ramp's in the deployed position, like this, this door now can able to close. Your door handle's here, so it goes all the way through. So you're able to open this door and have complete use of the door handle because this ramp's in. With other manufacturers, that door handle comes up, the ramp comes up, and you have to use a lever to try and push that door open. So you're going to have free use of that. So Sean, I know one of the things you talked about with your ramp was it rattles a little bit. Well, one of the improvements that VMI made was they put in an anti-rattle device. So in addition to having a rubber piece behind it that keeps the ramp from making the metal sounds, this device, when the door closes, will actually go up against the ramp, push the ramp in so it's nice and tight, so it keeps that ramp from moving around while you're driving. Why don't you go ahead and push that and come on out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Give it a little kick, perfect.
There we go.
See, with that perforated edge down here where it maneuvered out, that was nice because that allowed you to get out and you didn't tip right over like you normally would have.
And it was pretty smooth, even
It was
though
smooth.
I went off the edge a little bit.
Even because you went off the edge, you still were able to do that. So that was a great feature to have for you.
That is really nice.
All right, so that is the Summit. All right, Sean, just to review with you, recap a few things we've gone over today about the VMI conversion. Again, it is an 11-inch drop floor. Both the front driver's and passenger seat are removable. I know we talked about that's an option you
Right.
want. Okay, the ramp is 48 inches long, so again, it's shorter, but it provides for that ramp to be in the stowed position for you to have complete access to the door handle.
Okay.
Okay, we also talked about the vehicle can be deployed on a curb, just like a normal one. You can deploy it on the curb. You would just turn the power needle off.
Okay.
Okay, what questions on the ramp do you have for me with the Summit?
I don't think I have any questions. What is the height of the...
Great question, 54 inches.
Okay.
54 inches.
I noticed there's plenty of room to get around on the inside, and in the driver and passenger areas, there's still lots of openings.
Yeah, there is still the maneuverability back here, and just like the other vehicles, the front console on the Dodge Chrysler is cut out completely. So your chair has ultimate room when you're getting up into the driver or the passenger position. So again, it's going to have the maneuverability. It's going to have the features and benefits you've been looking for. So I think in all, I think this van, it's possibly going to be the one you're going to choose. I know you said you wanted to decide between the two, but you have some great decisions to make with both products.
Yes, I like both options, all the options available, and I like the way that the new improvements that have been made are really steps in the right direction.
Great. Well, let's head over here and we'll go over some other things.